ahead.
I'm Dominic Japano. I have three other siblings. My parents are from Italy. My mother was from province of Ascoli Piceno in Italy on the Adriatic side. My father's parents were from Giulianova, Italy on the other side, on the Adriatic side. My mother migrated back in the United States in the early 1900s, and my grandfather, which was her father, migrated here earlier than that, in beginning of 1900s. There was wars going on in Italy, and my grandfather stayed here, and my mother and my aunt were raised in a convent because there was nowhere else to go from the wars. So then my grandfather finally brought my mother over to the United States because of all crisis was going on in Italy at the time.
So that'd be the push factors, the crisis going on in Italy, like push
Yeah.
them away, push
Yeah.
factor. What would be like the pull factor, like pull them towards the United States?
Well, everybody came to the United States because of opportunities. When they got to Ellis Island, my grandfather and his people around that particular area migrated to the Ohio Valley because of the steel mills, the coal mine, and all the construction was going on during that time.
Because of the direct route that the immigrants took and the fact that they already had a desired destination, there really weren't any intervening opportunities in this case. Okay, so was your family like forced to migrate or was it voluntary?
It was voluntary because there was really no opportunities in Italy to advance for the people to go. There were a lot of hardships, and the opportunity was in America where everything was at.
Okay, so how was like how did distance decay affect if in any way, which is like how the culture like differed as they moved away from Italy.
And naturally, the culture, because of the hardship in speaking in the languages, but the hardships they brought here, they brought their cultures with them. The majority of the Italian people, and the ethnic people for that matter, brought their history with them here in the United States, and the majority of them lived off the land.
All right, so how many steps or like how many levels of step migration did your family go through, just with like the different places that they had to move to in order to get to their final destination?
From here, they came on boat liners to the United States, to Ellis Island. From there, they took a train to the Ohio Valley, and that's the two places from Ellis Island to the Ohio Valley. That was it.
All right, so was there any sort of chain migration, which is like following other families, other people that have come before?
Yeah, there were other families from the same provinces in Italy. They may have been at the time related, which I wasn't really fully aware of, but they all migrated here to the valley. The Martigian and the Brucese people all migrated into one spot.
So what did they like the gravity model look like back then, which is like the amount that two like cities or two groups of people interact with each other?
Well, being that there was no technology back then, there were no telephones, or they did have, but could probably get overseas calls. The basic place of communication was our mail.
Do you know of any like remittances, which is like essentially money that you send back to your family? Like, do you know of any of those?
Most of the immigrants that were here that got jobs in steel mills and coal mines did send money back to their family because they were poor in Italy anyway, to help them survive.
As a result of these and other wartime factors, many families became split. In my family's case, my uncle was actually a prisoner of war, which caused him to stay in Italy, and several family members stayed with him while others came to America. And it still remains that way to this day, where our family is actually split, some in Italy and some in America.